The night was completely ordinary. Rahul came home tired from work. Lying on the bed, he was scrolling through his phone when suddenly a YouTube video appeared. How to make your money work for you. The video said, if your money just sleeps in the bank, it will never grow. But if it's put to work through investments, that money will earn more money for you. These words kept echoing in Rahul's mind. He couldn't understand what it meant for money to work. The next day during his office lunch break, he asked his colleague Suman, "Have you ever invested in the stock market?" Suman laughed and said, "No man, that's where money disappears." But a fire had already been lit in Rahul's heart. He thought, instead of being afraid, I should first understand how it works. That night, Rahul searched on Google, what is a stock? He learned that a stock means being a small part owner of a company. For example, if someone buys one share of Apple or Tesla, they become a small owner of that company. When the company profits, the stock price rises. When it loses, the price falls. In other words, your wealth grows with the company's growth. Rahul realized, the stock market isn't gambling, it's an opportunity to become a business partner. He wrote in his notebook, stock equals ownership in a business. This was the biggest financial lesson of his life. Now Rahul thought, before starting to invest, he needed to clarify his goals. He asked himself 3 questions. Why am I investing? How long can I keep this money invested for? How much risk am I willing to take? He understood investing shouldn't be about greed, for quick wealth, but for future security. His dream was to own his own apartment and car within 10 years. So he decided to invest a portion of his income in the stock market every month. This would be his wealth building plan. Rahul learned from YouTube tutorials that to invest in stocks, he needed a demat account and a trading account. A demat account is where your shares are stored electronically. A trading account is what allows you to buy and sell shares. Rahul chose a reliable broker and opened his first account. But he didn't rush. He first learned that investing means building wealth over the long term. Trading means playing with short-term market movements. Rahul decided that he wouldn't be a trader, he would be an investor. Rahul made his first investment with just 1,000 rupees. He chose a company whose product he used every day, a food brand. He didn't know whether the price would rise or fall, but he knew it was necessary to learn. Month by month, he started investing more. In the first few months, prices dropped and then rose again. Rahul didn't panic. Instead, he learned that patience is the real weapon of investing. One day he noticed that some of his stocks were up 20% while others were at a loss. He realized putting all your money into one company is a mistake. So he diversified across tech, health, banking, and FMCG sectors. After a year, he saw his investments had grown, slowly but steadily. He then understood the magic of the power of compounding. Even his small profits were generating more profits. He calculated, if he invested 5,000 rupees every month, in 15 years, it could grow to over 2 million rupees. This realization made him even more confident. After 5 years, Rahul's small investments had turned into a large portfolio. He no longer feared market ups and downs, because he knew investing is not timing the market, it's time in the market. He smiled and said, once I used to work for money, now my money works for me. If you start with patience and knowledge like Rahul, one day you too will achieve your financial freedom. So start today, learn, invest, and build your future. If you like this story, like, comment, and subscribe to Finance Investing, where you learn the true value of money through real-life stories.